Have you ever wished you could understand what makes people tick? What if you could use that knowledge to communicate more effectively, build stronger relationships, and even influence outcomes in your favor? The good news is that you can. By tapping into the fascinating world of psychology, you can learn simple yet powerful techniques to navigate everyday situations with greater confidence and success. Think of these techniques as psychological life hacks, subtle ways to leverage the way our minds work. From getting someone to agree with you to remembering important information, we'll explore 19 practical and easy-to-implement tricks that can make a real difference in your daily interactions. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding the psychology behind human behavior can empower you to achieve your goals and improve your relationships. So, let's dive in and unlock the secrets of everyday psychology together. One of the most fundamental aspects of human interaction is making requests. Whether you're asking a friend for a favor or negotiating a business deal, how you phrase your request can significantly impact the outcome. Instead of using wishy-washy language like, could you possibly, or would you mind, be direct and assertive. For instance, instead of saying, could you please call the neighbors about the noise? Try, please call the neighbors about the noise. This subtle shift in phrasing conveys confidence and encourages compliance. However, being direct doesn't mean being rude. Always be polite and respectful, even when you're being assertive. Remember, the goal is to communicate your needs effectively, not to bully or intimidate others. Our words convey only a fraction of our message. Our non-verbal cues, like posture, gestures, and facial expressions, speak volumes. By mastering the art of body language, you can enhance your communication skills and become more persuasive. For example, when you want to encourage someone to elaborate on a topic, maintain eye contact and pause after they finish speaking. This silent cue signals your interest and encourages them to continue. Similarly, nodding your head subtly while asking a question can increase the likelihood of receiving an affirmative response. This subconscious cue suggests agreement and encourages the other person to follow suit. Building rapport is crucial for establishing strong relationships. A simple yet effective way to connect with others is by asking for explanations, even on topics you're familiar with. This shows genuine interest and makes the other person feel valued and respected. For example, imagine you're talking to a colleague who's passionate about photography. Instead of pretending to be an expert, ask them about their favorite techniques or equipment. Their detailed explanation will not only teach you something new, but also strengthen your bond. Remember, genuine curiosity is contagious and can open doors to meaningful connections. Section 5, the power of yes, encouraging agreement in various situations. Getting someone to agree with you is often a matter of strategic persuasion. One effective technique is to start with a small, even unusual request before presenting your main request. This is known as the foot-in-the-door technique. For instance, if you need a neighbor to water your plants while you're away, you could first ask them to borrow a gardening tool. Their willingness to help with the smaller request makes them more likely to agree to the larger one. Similarly, when making simple requests, nodding your head while speaking can increase the chances of agreement. This subtle mirroring of affirmation subconsciously influences the other person to respond positively. Our minds are incredibly powerful, and we can harness that power to improve our memory, boost our motivation, and even enhance our sleep quality. One memory-boosting technique is to create unusual phrases to help you remember routine tasks. For instance, instead of mentally reminding yourself to lock the door, try visualizing a green rabbit hopping towards the door. The absurdity of the image makes it more memorable and reduces the likelihood of forgetting. To kickstart your mornings with energy, try this simple trick. Upon waking, sit up and raise both fists in a celebratory gesture. This physical action triggers the release of endorphins, instantly boosting your mood and alertness. Social situations can be tricky, but a few psychological tricks can help you navigate them with grace and ease. If you're prone to public speaking jitters, remember that acknowledging your nervousness can actually help. Start your speech by saying something like, "I'm a little nervous to be speaking today, but I'm excited to share this with you." This simple act of vulnerability humanizes you to the audience and makes you more relatable. If you find yourself on the receiving end of unwanted attention, a simple yet effective technique is to look at the person's shoes. This subtle yet noticeable shift in focus often makes them uncomfortable enough to break eye contact and move along. Delivering criticism without causing offense can be challenging, but it's essential for healthy communication. Instead of using accusatory language, rephrase your feedback as neutral observations. For example, instead of saying, "You didn't close the window," try, "The window was left open." This subtle shift in phrasing removes the blame and focuses on the action itself, making it easier for the other person to receive the feedback without feeling attacked. Remember, the goal of constructive criticism is to improve a situation, not to punish or humiliate someone. By focusing on the issue rather than the person, you can deliver feedback effectively and encourage positive change. As we've explored these psychological tricks, it's crucial to remember that with great power comes great responsibility. While these techniques can be incredibly useful, it's essential to use them ethically and respectfully. Avoid using these tricks to manipulate or deceive others. The goal should always be to improve communication, build stronger relationships, and navigate social situations with greater ease and effectiveness. By understanding the psychology behind human behavior, we can become more conscious and compassionate communicators, leading to a more positive and fulfilling life for ourselves and those around us. So go forth, experiment with these tricks, and use your newfound knowledge to make a positive difference in the world.